Hi everyone, I am Swapnil. I am here to discuss on the topic of wearable medical devices market and the trends and the future outlook for the same. And to give some brief introduction about myself, I am associated with the Insight Partners for the last 1 year, and overall I have experience of around 12 years in the market research, and I look after the healthcare domain over here. Along with me, I have Revti to share her thoughts on this market. So, Revti, quick introduction about yourself.
Sure. Thank you, Swapnil. I'm Revti Bhaskar and I have experience of around 5 years. I basically hold expertise in medical devices.
Thanks, Revti. So, let's quickly begin with our discussion about wearable medical devices market. So, we'll start with the wearable devices market overview. To begin with, the wearable devices market evolution starts from the early 21st century. Before this, there were the stationary devices which were majorly used into hospitals or at the home care settings to do the continuous monitoring of the patient on various vital parameters such as their heart rate, then blood pressure or blood sugar. So these were more of a biggest devices which were placed in a hospital or office settings, which can't be moved from one place to another easily, and where the continuous monitoring was done. But with the help of advanced technologies or innovations over the period of time, the devices size and shape change. So in early 21st century, there were like new innovations which happened. Which first innovation was portable device. So where the devices can be carried from one place to another, and the parameters such as blood pressure or the heart rate monitors can be done at home or at any other place where it is convenient for patient as well as physician. So these devices generally include like blood pressure monitoring devices or blood glucose monitoring devices, which are more easy to operate from one place to another. And then came attachable devices, the devices which can be attached to the patient, and those can be like used for quick measurement of some vital signs. So which includes like blood glucose monitoring, where if patient is at home or at some emergency care facility, the blood glucose level can be easily measured, or maybe blood again the blood pressure monitoring devices also, which are small and portable in size, which can be used at various places. After those attachable devices came into market are implantable devices. So these are the devices which are generally planted on the body part of a patient, so which includes pacemakers or various patches, which are like patches which are placed on your wrist or any other body part, which again measures various activities like heart monitor, then your blood glucose level or other parameters. And after implantable devices, the new latest technology which is into the market is ingestible devices. So ingestible devices are something which are again ingested into the body part, and various those devices are used to measure other parameters. So to give you an example, the device which is launched here is microcapsules, which are used in endoscopy for capturing images, while which are difficult to capture with the normal endoscope. So these capsules are once ingested, take multiple images of the internal organs, and they send it to the receiver.
Okay, so Swapnil, I have a question here. So, what is the actual difference between the ingestible devices and the implantable devices? Like you said about the ingestible devices, like microcapsules are included in that, and it's a kind of a emerging devices. So, what is the actual difference between both?
So again, so to answer this question, Reti, ingestible devices are somewhat similar to implantable, but the end use and the purpose is different. So implantable devices are need to be implanted in body part. They are there for specific time, which in which they keep on recording those vital parameters, while ingestible devices are need to ingested by the patient for only for a particular purpose. So once ingested, they will take the for example in this case, these capsules will take the images and then then these capsules can be removed from the body, and those images then may be studied and the further treatment of action will be determined. In terms of patches or the implants which are there, so for example tattoos which generally are placed on the hand, so they do monitoring at continuous level for various parameters. Such few take into account the sweat which is there onto your body part, and they check your blood glucose level, or the once implanted into your patches implanted, they continuously monitor your heart rate, and they provide the output how your body is functioning. So that's the basic difference. So to talk about the overall market evolution for various wearable medical devices. So as I mentioned earlier, so it started in early 21st century, but the actual boost to this market has happened during pandemic, the COVID-19, because it helped not only to patients but as well as physicians to monitor the health of the patients remotely, as well as to give the treatment based on the patient conditions. So before that, the market was adoption was slow, as well as the new technological advancements were also limited. So they're coming in slowly into the market. But post-pandemic, people realize the importance of wearable medical devices, which helps to reduce the inpatient visits to the hospitals and other healthcare settings. So a lot of innovations have started, and people have like companies have started launching newer products. So in 2023, currently the market for wearable medical devices is around 40 billion, and it is growing with the fastest growth, and is expected to be around 150 billion by 2030. And this market is majorly driven by the developed countries such as US in North America, and Germany, UK in Europe. But US is a major contributor for wearable medical devices market, which accounts for more than 43% of the market. Since the adoption rate is also better, all the technological advancement which are happening and the product launches are primarily happening in US, which is again another reason why this market is driven by US and North America. And slowly the adoption is going to other regions as well, and in coming future, countries from APAC and other smaller regions are also expected to contribute significantly into this market, and the market will grow steadily. To talk about the trends in wearable medical devices market, so right now we have identified 4 major trends, which includes like use of AI for personalized care, chronic disease management, then remote patient monitoring, and growing awareness about fitness. So to give you more in detail about use of AI. So generally, AI has this trend is more prevalent since last couple of years. So with the development of various tools which are there, so it has helped patients as well as the caregivers to make the what do you say, the nature of treatment more personalized to the those patients. Then moving to chronic disease management, these are the ones. In this case, the chronic disease management also in chronic disease management also, this wearable medical devices play a vital role, because they track the various parameters on regular basis, which provides the physicians also the vital data for the patients, which are like for whom the complete end-to-end the care cannot be provided for all 24/7. So in that case, also the wearable medical devices are helping physicians to provide those necessary cares. When it comes to remote patient monitoring, with the growing various types of diseases and the hospital admission rates, the remote patient monitoring comes into picture, which helps physicians to track the vital signs of their patients without admitting them into the hospitals or the clinics. So the wearable medical devices generally capture those signs, and they send the report to the physician on their devices, which includes like either on mobile app or on the hospital devices, where they generally store that data, and based on that database, they generally decide the treatment options for these patients. So remote patient monitoring also, in a sense, help more physicians to track the patient's health better without having them to get admitted into the hospitals. Also, the last but not least, the growing awareness about fitness. So today's generation is more focused onto their health, so the fitness trackers are come into picture when it comes to like tracking various vital signs of the body. So these fitness trackers are very well accepted into the market, and people are more inclined towards purchasing those to track their day-to-day activities, which includes like their metabolism rate. They also try to focus upon how much their oxygen levels into the oxygen levels are, and how their body is frequently doing in terms of exercises. So how many steps they are walking and how many calories are burnt. So these are the fitness trackers ones which are majorly accepted by these today's generation, and which are boosting the wearable medical devices market.
Okay, so talking about the trends, the wearable medical devices. So, if I talk about the artificial intelligence, what is the contribution of AI in wearable medical devices? Like how it is contributing towards the market growth? So you can highlight on that.
So generally, as I mentioned, so AI has started disrupting this market in the last couple of years, which enables automatic data collection and real-time analytics of the data, offering personalized cares for the patient. So in a way, it helps physician to get the more realistic data, also with the various algorithms to provide personalized solutions to the patients which are like critical to treat. So that's gonna help to make sure like we can give the customized treatment for various patients, rather than going just symptomized based treatment or traditional treatment, using traditional treatment approaches for particular diseases. Moving ahead, so in terms of competitive outlook, so this market is currently very much fragmented in the when it comes to like players operating into the market. So this is it includes both like major players as well as the small startups or emerging players. In terms of major players, there are not only the normal medical device manufacturers, but on the other hand, we can say the other electronic manufacturers such as Apple, Samsung. They've also noticed that importance of wearable devices into healthcare, and they've jumped into it. So they've started providing their devices such as Apple Watch or other technologies which can be wear by the consumers, and that started entering into this market. So currently there are major players such as Philips, Omron, Medtronic, which are contributing to the market. But at the same time, there are smaller players also, or newer players, which are focusing more upon the innovative approaches for various rare diseases or the certain specific metabolic disorders. So there are players such as Garmin, Augmedix, Proteus, which we have included. So this is a pretty much fragmented market, and it is expected to be more fragmented in coming future with the entry of more new startups into this market. Just to highlight, there are few key developments into this market which happened in the last few years. So I've just pointed few developments, but it's not like limited to these, because on month-on-month basis, these developments keep on updating. So there are various technological advancements are happening, and companies are launching various products. So just I have highlighted like such as in 2019, Omron started with like wearable blood pressure monitoring devices, heart guide. Then there are other players also followed it and came into market with various devices such as Philips has launched their fetal and maternal pods for the treatment. Abbott has launched the device called Lingo to track major body signals and help patients to understand their this overall physics. And also there are other companies which have launched various products. So these developments will keep on happening, and the new launches will happen. Having said that, these devices, though they are like very much beneficial and providing a lot of useful, they're resulting very much useful for the physicians as well as the end users. But they have some limitations as well. Limitations in the sense, when it comes to technology, it comes with some disadvantage, such as we can say the data security is more one of the concerns that everybody has, because being a data driven platform, there are chances that the cyber attacks and others can leak the data, and it will create some it will not like the personal life will personalized data will get leaked online. So there are chances that this might happen, but these companies which are currently developing product are simultaneously working on those aspects as well to make their products more secure for the usage. So having that's the only thing which is slightly concerning for the end users. But again, as I said earlier, these companies are taking that into account and making sure that these measures are already in place so that the data privacy will be maintained. Now we'll move to the future outlook of this market. So considering the overall developments that are happening into the market, this market is expected to grow substantially in the coming future, and that is mainly because of these four parameters which I feel. So one of them is technological advancements and innovation. Second is growing demand for customized solutions, cost optimization for remote patient monitoring, generally for hospitals, and adoption in emerging countries.
Breakthrough that you have observed in the recent years with respect to the wearable devices market?
Yes, so I'm coming to that, Revti. So on next slide, I'm gonna discuss that in detail. So when it comes to technological advancement, so there are a lot of new product launches happened in last few months also, you can say, and they're gonna happen in future also. So just so as I mentioned earlier, there are smart jewelries which are getting launched, body-mounted sensors, AI hearing aids, augmented reality headsets. So just to give you an example about smart jewelry, so in India, in last year August, the board has launched the wearable ring, which can track like various parameters such as your oxygen level, your heart rate, as well as your sleep pattern, so that your vitals can, and those vitals are then transmitted to the mobile app with the help of that ring, and that can be used for the further diagnosis. So there are a lot of innovations happening into the market. Also, there are, as I mentioned earlier, like there are emerging players and startups coming into the market. So the companies which are operating into this market have also started working on various specific diseases. So for example, and then for these also, based on their progress, they're doing the funding rounds, because these are the startups. So this is some list of few players, not exhaustive list, but yeah, few players which have like working on various diseases and the total funding received by them. Just to mention, like Synchron, which is using a brain-computer interface, has raised $50 million recently. Similarly, Hemotune for magnetic blood purification, they have raised $2 million. So a lot of technological advancements and innovations are already in progress, and they are expected to disrupt the wearable medical devices market in future, which is going to boost this market. Moving ahead with the growing demand for customized solutions. So when it comes to customized solution, so these devices generally that which everybody use, they collect various type of data, so which includes from step counts, your skin temperature, heart rate, along with that your speech and voice modulations. Then they spot the patterns of your day-to-day life, and if they see any abnormalities into it, they trigger the emergency point, which again helps physicians or the users to identify if there are anything abnormalities, which can again lead to any diseases and various kind of diseases which can be diagnosed with the help of these devices. So which includes like psychological, neurological, or cardiovascular diseases which can be diagnosed, metabolic diseases, and ultimately it's results into preventive measurement rather than symptomatic or treatment-based approach. So once if there is any change into the pattern, it immediately triggers the signal, and based on those patterns, you can like have preventive measures for the particular disruptions into your patterns. So rather than diagnosing the disease and then giving the particular treatment, with the help of wearable medical devices, it is possible to provide customized solutions based on slight change into your various patterns, such as sleep pattern. Maybe it's your sleep pattern, your heart rate, or your normal body temperature and other things. So people are not only just you can say people, but the current generation is more becoming health conscious, and they're using these devices to get their health more fit. And for the same, they're using like customized solutions which are offered by various manufacturers, and which is going to boost this market. This is again something which is really going to contribute the cost optimizations with remote patient monitoring. So with the growing number of diseases and various disorders, the hospital admission rate is always like on a higher side. So there are always patients which are coming to the hospitals, and even after getting treated in hospitals, they get and there is some specific course of medication needs to be completed at home, or it may be any other facility where they are residing. So with the help of wearable medical devices, it generally helps to improve the medical adherence. Medical adherence in the sense, it keeps on tracking your vital signs, which gives patients also an indicator that you have to take the medicines on regular basis. If there is any change into those signs, it triggers the signal, and it goes to the physician or the particular hospital, where they can see the changes in the pattern, and they can recommend patient to the various medications or the treatment options, maybe over through telemedicine or over the video conferencing. So that's one of the advantage of the wearable medical devices, that it has improved the medical adherence to the completing the due course of the action for the particular treatment. And also, as per one of the survey in Nature Journal, they have observed in US that the hospital readmission rate, which was there prior using wearable medical devices, has reduced drastically by 43% after people have started using wearable medical devices. So it has reduced the back and forth for the patient to go back to the hospital and get admitted and get treated if the treatment does not get if they're not cured completely with the course of the medications. So that is one advantage, the reduced hospital readmission rate with the help of wearable medical devices. Also, it has resulted into cost saving, which is around $6,000 per patient with the help of these devices.
Okay, so I have a question here. Swapnil, so you were talking about the reduced hospital readmission rate in US. So any such studies that you have, came across in the emerging countries, like so far?
Revti, here I have mentioned is the study was for US specific. So in emerging countries, such studies have not done yet, because the adoption is on lower side, and slowly the adoption is increasing. So if I go to the next slide. So for these wearable medical devices, adoption in emerging countries is increasing because the technology breakthrough as well as the awareness about these devices is increasing slowly in the emerging countries. So here is one chart which depicts how much is the ownership of wearable medical devices in especially in APAC countries, and what is the usage rate. So for example, in Vietnam, around 47% people are owning the wearable medical, one or the two wearable medical devices, and out of those 47% people, 42% are using these devices on regular basis. So this is just a start, and slowly going forward, this adoption rate is expected to increase to substantially in these emerging countries, which is going to boost this wearable devices market in future. Hope I was able to answer your question.
Yes.
This is how from healthcare perspective we are looking at the wearable devices market. Obviously, right now it is growing, and in future also, with the kind of technological advancement and innovations that are happening and the product pipeline which is there, we expect this market to grow substantially in the future. Thank you everyone for your time. These are the other relevant titles that we have in our with us, where we have studied various wearable devices as well as implantable devices market, how these are gonna work in future, what are the major drivers or the boosting factors for these markets. So you can go through them as well.